out your body. Had you out your body. Had you out your body. Had you out your body. Only for one night. I wanna be with you. Money up, okay, you match my vibe. I wanna be with you. Only for one night. I wanna be with you. Money up, okay, you match my vibe. I wanna be with you. For sure. For you, I make them cry for you. I can't get tired of you, desire you. I would follow you if there was five of you, no lie to you. For you, it's like I'm 5 years old. Me.
I'm Brian Anderson. And joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. It was rough.
And both of these teams have guys that can straight up fly. Like a team full of young Richard Jeffersons.
Look, I've been on some crazy athletic teams before, both in college and the pros. And these teams, oh, they are right up there in terms of athleticism. Yeah, maybe not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. We spoke about Kyrie Irving and what the most challenging thing about defending him is, and he told me, quote, just how creative he is when he's handling the ball. We want to keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, even if it means sending double teams occasionally. We'll see if this game plan works out for them, guys. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Irving. And he buries his first look.
Kyrie has the ability to finish like very few players in NBA history, and he shows it right there.
Richard, for years, the Grizzlies team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
Here's Bane. And the shot's good.
Powerful move by a power guard, Bane.
Outside Brunson. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Gets the three ball to go.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Irving looking around. There's a screen. Lots of room. Hurdle grabs a miss.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Brunson with a sixth sense. I mean, always knows where his teammates are.
Here's Irving. The Raptors making their last shot. Pass to Kamari. Beyond the arc. Here's Edey. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back. Out to a hot start, 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Here's Irving. Outside Vane. Here's Edie. Pirtle grabs a miss. The Raptors with a lead. Picked by Pirtle. Here's Brunson, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
Timeout call, Memphis. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Here's Pirtle. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Pirtle's got 5 points.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
A minute and a half left to play in the first. And he lobs it up. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Oh, it's stolen. Wells, that's good. Wells has got his second basket of the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And that one's good. Ingram.
The versatile nature of Ingram's shooting can be tough to counter. Even the mid-range is a good option for him.
Cousins with the screen. The shot by Hardy, no good. Raptors lead by 4. And here's Brunson. He's got 5. Pirtle up top. Oh, they get a hand on it. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Toronto. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. Toronto shooting their first free throw in this game. And the technical free throw is good.
A natural scorer. Every single year, Ingram seems to take another leap in his game.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Dick. Hits the trifecta. Here's Hardy. It'll count. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
18.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Raptors.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Look, Kyrie doesn't need any encouragement to just do what he does because that's the type of handle that he has. He's going to go out there and he's going to show everyone what he's capable of every night.
Pass to Dick. Just 5 on the clock. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Fires for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside Irving. To the paint. Out on his own on the break. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Manuel quickly is the lead guard for the Raptors, and he said, I'm still learning when to be ultra-aggressive and when to get my teammates involved. The balance of it all while playing defense at a high level. It's a lot, but I'm having fun learning all of it because this is what I wanted, to be challenged. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds. 3 in the key.
Memphis trailing here. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Cousins. Back to Irving. Banked it in off the glass. Irving's got 6. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Left side Irving. Wing shot on the way. Another miss by Irving.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Toronto shooting their second and third shots at the line here. That free throw misses.
At the line for Toronto.
And he's good on the second. Grizzlies trail by 3. Bain surveying the D. Pass to Irving. With the fadeaway. Again, Irving missing. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Dick with a miss. Jackson down low. He's off on the layup.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Both teams deciding to change it up. Grizzlies trail by 5. To 3, Hardy. He can't hit that time. Pass to Brunson. A minute 39 left in the first half. Clock at 6. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
A minute 29 left in the second quarter. Pass to Kamari. Here's Hardy. Shot from the wing.
When Brunson is helping on defense, it's huge for his team.
This shot by Hardy, no good. Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball.
Grizzlies ball.
Grizzlies trail by 5.
Raptors foul.
Memphis shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Grizzlies.
And so he hits both. Raptors lead by 3. Look at Brunson, tough in the lane.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
For 3, Hardy. Hart pulls it in. Brunson looks it over. Shoots over Hardy. Brunson misses. Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Hardy. Takes it inside. And Cousins throws it down.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Toronto out in front, leading by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Fires at the elbow, and it's Irving missing. Raptors lead by 3. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
4 on the clock. And here's Ingram outside. Grizzlies trail by 3. Outside Irving. Looking to get it going. That's good on the jumper. Irving's got 8.
Such a confident jumper. It's just like Kyrie knows it's going in the minute he releases it.
It's Brunson working inside.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Outside Irving. For the tie. Toronto grabs the miss.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Pass to Brunson. Back to Ingram. Goes up again. And it's laid up and in by Pirtle. 7 points in the game.
Is one of Pirtle's greatest strengths, his offensive rebound. He just has a nose for finding second chance points.
To the inside, Edey. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Oh, the athleticism of Ingram. Exceptional at skying up for slams.
They set a pick. Down low. Here's Edey. Off with the layup. Toronto leading by 5. Hart from long range. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Hart's got his second basket on the night.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely. Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Inside. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Pass to Ingram. Pulls up. The rebound by Edey.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
To the middle. Outside for Irving. The 3. Toronto grabs the miss.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Sometimes that's how it goes.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's Irving. Hart pulls it in.
His struggles this quarter are self-evident, and the team just continues to suffer for it.
And down it goes. 2 points. And now a 12-point Raptor lead.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Pass to Edey. Oh, swiped away. Here's Ingram. Knocks it loose.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Outside Irving. And again, it's Memphis missing.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Pirtle. And here's Hart. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ingram. The shot that time not on target.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him work.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit.
The Grizzlies, 32.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Toronto leading by 12. Pass to Worthy. Here he goes. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Outside Irving. Looking to end this cold spell. Bobo with the rebound.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Worthy. Up top, Dick. They get it back. Pass to Bagley. Just 5 to shoot. Tries again. Memphis with a rebound. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Hardy. Outside Irving. The three is up. That shot, no good.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Here's Dick. Rebounded by Cousins. Grizzlies trail by 14. Goes up on the wing. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
At this point in his career, look, Kyrie knows who he is. And that's a shot he wants to take.
Outside Dick. Bagley sets a screen. Dick gets the bucket. And the Raptors lead by 14.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Irving for 3. He drops it from range.
A capable shooter from distance. Give Kyrie space to fire, and he does not pass it up.
Puts it up from the high post. Pass to Dick. Oh, there's the alley. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, BA.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Timeout, Grizzlies. So both teams making some changes here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Head coach of the Grizzlies had some words for his team over the break. He encouraged his guys to not hold back, saying, we can do this, but it's on us. We've got to go out there and be aggressive. So that's the plan coming out of the huddle. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Cousins. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Outside Irving. And he hits the jumper for 2. Irving's got 9 points here in the second half. Raptors lead by 11. Outside Brunson. From the high post. And off the front iron, and it goes.
And so effective from these in-between spots. Brunson doesn't need much room to feel comfortable.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Inside. And stolen by Bagley. Outside Brunson. Basket's good. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Raptors.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jakob Poeltl.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
For three. And again, it's Memphis missing.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Outside Brunson. Fades and shoots. Memphis with a rebound. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Irving. And a nice finish on the layup. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Brunson with it. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to...
Traffic with that now on no static, can get tragic. Told them that one no get so drastic. Shaka be that thing, he got magic. I don't cause they too fake. I boogie, I'm recording off of too fake. For a with you. I still think about you. I still think about you. Tell me how you been. Crazy how you turned into a dub when I could have been 2 10s. Crazy how I still feel alone in the room with my whole crew. Damn, can't help myself. Could have been more loyal. Could have been more for you. But you been so fake, I swear it's like the chains they be wearing. Aluminum for you. No heart to pour you. First time I saw you, you me. Had you at your body. 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 Only for one night. I wanna be with you. Money up, okay, you match my fly. I wanna be with you. Only for one night. I wanna be with you. Money up, okay, you match my fly. I wanna be with you. For sure. For you, I make them cry.
Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. And it's the Sixers to start out. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Sabonis. The rebound by Edey. Here's Irving. And both backcourts in this one stand cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. I asked Coach how they plan to defend Kyrie Irving. He laughed and said, "That's top secret, but seriously, Irving's got those moves, the counter moves, the incredible finishing around the rim, and sometimes you just hope Kyrie has an off night." We'll see how locked in Kyrie is tonight, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Oubre. The rebound by Edey. Now Irving. There's the drive. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Yeah, Irving has a sixth sense for where to find his shot.
To the inside. Sabonis. Pass to Simons. Back to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Screen by Embiid. Here's Simons. Memphis with a rebound.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Deflected. And he gets it back. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Embiid. Out to Sabonis. Goes back up. They shoot again. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
Now here's Irving. Inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Simons. Pass to Mitchell. Sabonis, right side. To the left side wing. Embiid inside. Sabonis' shot is off.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Irving, no good.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Pass to Embiid. Wide open. The rebound by Edey. Memphis leading. .54 seconds left in the first quarter here. Outside Irving. Here's Wells. Bain serving the D. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Sixers ball. Substitution on the court.
Now the 76ers with it. Screen by Embiid. Pass to Bona from outside the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. For three, Hardy. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
3 points.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's Mitchell. Rebounded by Cousins. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Excellent tempo on the play, and he leads his teammate perfectly.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 6. And quarter.
The Grizzlies, 13.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Yes, sir! Mitchell from long range.
The answer from Mitchell, a 3 of his own. You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
Simons with it. No points so far. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That's his first personal foul.
Granted, you always say in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Outside Bain. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
This is something Mitchell is only getting better at. Finding ways to get his guys good shots.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. Grizzlies lead by 4. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Hardy on the wing. Bain jacks up a 3. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
And how about Desmond Bain, among the most accurate shooters in the world?
And he gets it to go. Embiid's gotten 4 this quarter.
Tossing the pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Outside Bain from behind the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia. Next up, the Knicks in New York. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Memphis making a switch here.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Embiid high post. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Embiid. Just 4 to shoot. Misses the 3. Grizzlies lead by 5. Outside Bain. To the paint. Here's Edey. Misses the baby hook. And here are the 76ers. Pass to Mitchell. Down low. Stolen by Bain. Now Jackson. Outside Bain. To the inside. Edey. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
That's a great pass. Offensively, Bain's the total package.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Outside Butler. The 3 from Mitchell. The Sixers with another miss. And there's 1:38 left in the first half. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. And now the Sixers on the break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
Grizzlies lead by 5. Here's Hardy. Pass to Bain. Six on the shot clock. Here's Edey. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Here's Bona. Outside Mitchell. Butler with the ball. Outside, Williams. Off the mark there with a 3. 2 for 1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Pass to Edey. Smith with the rebound. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Back to Mitchell. And here's Smith. Back to Mitchell. From downtown. Great D that time from Bain. He got it up. No luck on that one. And so it's Memphis closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. Back after this. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Grizzlies lead by 7. Outside Irving. Sweet little floater. Irving's got 11 points.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Outside Butler. Williams from long range. The rebound by Edey. And here is Irving. He's got 11. There's the triple. Shot is off. 4 for 7 in the game now. 76ers trail by 9. Pass to Smith. Back to Williams. And the jumper is good at the free throw line. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Now Irving. Fades and shoots. And yep, it's good. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. So both teams making some changes here. Pass to Bona.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Grizzlies lead by 9. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Now Irving. Three-pointer. Again, Irving missing.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Here's Wells. Pass to Edey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now an 11-point Grizzly lead.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Memphis shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, "We're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see, and your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that."
No doubt, Allie. Thank you. And it's rejected. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback. Baines got 5 now.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Outside, Williams. Back to Edwards. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Timeout called. Memphis. And Irving has got the ball here for Memphis. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game of the Nets. It'll be their second game of a 4-game road trip. And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's foul number 2 for him. We've got a minute 48 left in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Right side, Irving. Shoots over Simons. No good, off the front rim. 76ers trail by 14. Irving, that's good. 16 points for him.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Coach, you talk about guys who are always upping their game. How about Anthony Simons?
Well, Brian, I feel like he's one of the truly under-the-radar scorers in this league. He's put in a lot of time and work, never satisfied with himself or his game, and he just keeps getting better.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level. getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Pass to Mitchell. The three ball. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
Now here's Irving. He's got 16. That three's off the mark. Simons left side. Pass to Oubre. The three from Mitchell. Rebounded by Cousins.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Irving for three. He buries it from three. Irving's got 10 points in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out.
The Grizzlies, 43.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. Simons outside. Fires the three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Irving with it. Driving inside. Over Simons. No dice from the high post. 76ers trail by 19. Pass to Embiid. And the foul on DeMarcus Cousins. That'll be a second foul of the game.
His second personal foul. First team foul.
Memphis on D. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And Philadelphia has possession. Takes a three. Oubre can't hit. Memphis leading by 19. Here's Irving. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Now the 76ers with it. From deep, Mitchell. The rebound by Edey.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And here is Irving. Three-pointer. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, he sticks that one from 20 feet. Irving's got 12 points here in the second half.
And Kyrie loves putting on a show. This is what makes him so much fun to watch.
And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. The three from Bane. And he can't get that one.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
And here's Simons outside.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The three is up. And Kyrie Irving good for three. Irving's got 24 points.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Pass to Embiid. He drops it from range.
Without missing a beat, Embiid gets the shot up. That's the work of an assertive offensive player.
They set the screen. Irving for three. They get it back. Edey. Outside Bane. Here's Irving. He's covered by Simons. And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his third foul of the game.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Here's Irving. And he can't make that one in. 76ers trail by 21. Here's Embiid. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Here's Wells. Pass to Irving. Fires from deep. On target from range. 27 points for him.
Rock solid screed right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Back to Simons. Embiid with it. On the wing, Simons. Shot clock at 6. Oh! Wow! Boom! He jams it straight down.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Will stand in this league. The opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, 2nd-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Grizzlies.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
And so it's Memphis with it. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th. From deep three-point land. No good.
That is a textbook block out to secure the rebound.
Now Oubre. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned.
Down.